Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Grace and this is GracetheDisability. So as you guys can tell from the title down below, we're going to be talking about finding self-confidence. Specifically how I found self-confidence being a person with a physical disability. And just in case you guys are wondering, Alex is here. He's actually manning the camera today.
Yo!
I wanted to share with you guys how I found self-confidence because I think it's one of the topics that a lot of people can really relate to. And it's one of the things that I've been coping with for the last couple of years. And I think I've gotten a lot better at it, but I'm not fully there yet. And it's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this channel, because struggling with a physical disability can really deter someone from having self-confidence and believing in themselves. So one of the things that I struggled with, and I still struggle with today, is self-hate. I couldn't do what I wanted to or talk to people who I wanted to talk to because spaces weren't made for me. Physically, having accessibility in buildings were just an afterthought. Socially, people saw the way that I walked. They saw that I was using a wheelchair, and most of the times people avoid me. This has been pretty much my entire life. No matter where I go, places exclude me. Whether it's internationally, regionally, or even domestically. Whether I go to church, whether I go to school, whether I'm even just home. Places aren't for me, specifically because I have mobility issues. And throughout my entire lifetime, that really screwed me over. It deterred me from being the best person I can be and from being outgoing the way that I want to be. It really wasn't until college that I started gaining a little bit of self-confidence. I kept thinking to myself how absurd it was that these places weren't made for me. So at one point, I was just sitting at John Jay, and I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm so done with this. So I started thinking about ways and how I can make this space work for me. How can I be comfortable, be who I am, be the best person I can be with the spaces that exclude me? So one of the ways that I did that, and I made sure to do this everywhere I go, is just by relating to people in the most basic way. And that is like, hey, how are you? My name is Grace. What's your name? And it's so insane because a lot of us with physical disability or mental disability, we're so scared to start the conversation. We're so scared to say, hey, I exist, acknowledge me. And that's one of the things that my friends will tell you if you ask them, is that I initiated the conversation first. Because I was so done waiting for someone to start a conversation with me. I was like, no, I'm going to start that conversation. I'm going to have friends, and this is going to be my space. You build relationships with people. When they get to know who you are, the struggles that you live with day to day, it makes them more aware and more likely to help you make the space yours. And that was a total game changer. From then on, it skyrocketed my self-confidence to the max, because I wasn't so much as looking for where to fit in or who I can go to and what box I should be in. It made me realize I can create the space to please me. And that was so insane and so simple of a thought that it just blew my mind. Now, you have to understand that in itself took years in the making. It really took a long time for me to make the spaces that I go to my space. The takeaway from the video is that no matter if you're disabled or not, if you're struggling with self-confidence, it really just starts with you to take the first step and acknowledge that you can make those spaces your own and you can build your confidence that way. Because if you have a supportive family, and if you have a supportive friends who understand you and who knows who you are, then it'll skyrocket your confidence immensely. So I suggest, if you are struggling with it, just go out there, be on the bus, say, hey, my name is Grace, how are you doing today? And when you do those little things, I bet you it will change your life dramatically in the long run. And thank you for watching.
Yeah! Woo! You okay?
I love you.
I love you too.